Ready to do some social media check-in? I'm going to answer all of your immigration questions that you leave in our comments right now. Carolyn asks, my sister is a US F1 student. She would like to apply for a green card through my parents who have green cards. Can she obtain a social security number while waiting for the I-130? The answer is no. I assume your sister's over 21 and she has a long wait ahead of her. At least 6, 7, 8 years she would have to remain in student status and then ultimately file for her adjustment. Sean Calingnago asks, I have an approved petition for F1 category January 2018. I'm waiting to submit documents online, but my 20-year-old son is a derivative on my petition. Is it USCIS policy to deal with cases in danger of aging out first before he reaches 21? Well, we talked about the Child Status Protection Act. Maybe he's qualified under CSPA. If he is, they're not going to expedite the case, but his age will be locked for the remainder of your case and would get a green card if he's under Child Status Protection Act. If he's not, their policy would be to try to expedite it before he turns 21, without obviously guaranteeing that you would get the appointment. Mika Hewitt, a mother files for her daughter and the grandson has aged out, so he had to be left behind as follow to join. Now the daughter is here, got her green card, and wants to file for her son. Can she do that now? And what are the steps she needs to take? File the I-130. And as soon as the I-130 is approved, there's no waiting list. So hopefully the son's still, I guess the son is aged out. So that means the son's over 21. So it'll be about 7, 8 year wait, unfortunately. That's kind of how it works. Patricia Brown, can you explain the EB3 visa and how it works, please? It's a job sponsorship visa, skilled worker. To get in that EB3 category, you got to file a perm application, get it approved, prove you're not taking a job away from an American worker, file an I-140, show that your employer can pay your salary, that you have experience in the position, and then now you're an EB3 worker. It's a lot more complicated than that, but that's the basics. Leona Brown, my husband and I file taxes together as equals. $72K mine, $20K his, but we want to do an affidavit for 4 kids. I'm not a green card holder yet. Can I be a household sponsor? Not if you don't have a green card, you cannot be a household sponsor. Sherry Raymond, my husband's case has been documentarily completed at the National Visa Center for almost a year now. When would I schedule an interview? I'm Jamaican, I live in America, and I'm an American citizen. You don't schedule the interview, the embassy does, and you just unfortunately would have to wait. Jessa May Elenin Olivito has a question. If I file for my illegitimate children, do I need the consent or signature of their father for the paperwork? No, not really. Teresa Mejia, I have DACA and I want to apply for advanced parole. I'm concerned about being allowed back in as I was charged with assault back in 2014. It would depend on what her conviction is. She got a deferred adjudication, but we don't know if that's a conviction for immigration purposes. I need to see the disposition to know what section of law, and then I got to read the law. All right, let's go to our social media check-in on our comments. Balacida Alamar wants to know, what are the possibilities if your case is referred to an immigration court? Well, the possibilities are you can try to adjust your status, asylum, withholding of removal, convention against torture, cancellation of removal, all sorts of waivers, 212H waivers, adjustment of status. I don't know why you're in removal and what relief you're available. There's a lot available to you. That's why you need to speak to a lawyer. Nesreen, hi, Brad. How accurate is it when I live agent on Emma's chat say that my interview was waived? I would say it's pretty accurate. Shazim Mohammed says, hello, Brad. Do you need to file separate petition or same petition for I-130 and adjustment of status for spouse and kid age 6? Please advise. If you are a U.S. citizen, you're going to file an I-130 and adjustment for your spouse and a separate I-130 and adjustment for the kid. Unless the kid's in another country, it's just going to be an I-130, but they're each getting separate applications. Danny K. Hey, Brad. My sister is currently on filing from her dad in the United States. Can she apply to do a summer internship in the U.S., being that she's on filing? She can certainly apply. Whether she'll get it or not, I don't know. Paquita What should I do if I ask for expedited asylum interview and could get an answer for more than 6 months? Can I travel abroad with advance parole? Yes, get the advance parole. Amanda Zarella. Hello, Brad. I want to visit my dad in the UK. I have an advance parole card. Will I be expected back in the USA without a vaccine? I'm in the process of getting a green card. If you have the advance parole, you will be allowed back into the United States, but you need the vaccine to get a green card unless you're going to do a waiver. Let's go to Sophia Henderson. Uncle Brad asking for a friend. Her middle name is missing from her son's birth certificate. Will that delay her petition? Probably not. Thanks for watching. For more Brad Show Live, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.